Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe. Three top names in football. Some may be like, it is past glory that some of these guys are working on, but whether it is past or present, you would agree with me that at the end of the day, there is glory. You can't talk about today's soccer and not picture these three big names. Now, we're not here to talk about these people, we're here to talk about a different breed of people. People that are quite skillful but not as popular as these people. Is it because their skill is not as big as them or as good as them? Or is it because they are blind? Yes, you heard me, blind. Some of you might not know that blind people also play football, but here's the deal. Blind people, because we cannot see, how we play ball is, imagine your normal football, but you take that Christian musical instruments, the tambourine or whatever it is called in your area, that's one that's metal that you shake when you are singing songs, using a lot of black churches. So imagine that in your normal football. So when you kick it, when you bounce it, it makes a lot of sound. And we blind people, obviously, we do not have eyes to see the ball, so we use our ears to kick and listen and dribble and yet do all those other stuff. Now, we're not here to talk about football, we're talking about something I'm almost certain you haven't heard about. We call it go ball.
Go ball is a visual impaired game. It is played by three players and they have two teams. And the post is set opposite each other. Then the players, they have the middleman, the side men, one flank, they flank the middleman. Then they throw to the opponent. Anybody that crosses the opponent and enters the post is a goal.
Before we move further into the definitions and the way goal ball works, let's talk about why I was at this event in the first place. Now, the National Association of Nigerian Visually Impaired Students, NANVIS for short, National Association of Nigerian Visually Impaired Students, NANVIS. So if you hear NANVIS during the course of this video, you know it is them we're talking about. They had a 3-day program. I was here for their sports day. At this event, they played a series of games like skipping competition, word game, and yes, what we said earlier, go ball. How does this go ball work? Let's hear from the president.
The game is titled Go Ball, as in go, G-O-A-L, then ball, and it is played in two halves. It's a game of two halves, and both halves consist of 15 minutes each. That's the first thing you should take note of. The game is also played by 3 players on each team, with 2 substitutions or 2 substitutes. It's something you should take note. The game requires both teams to take turns by rolling the ball from their own territory or their own end to the opponent's end, and ensuring that the ball beats all the 3 people on the other end and gets into the goalpost. And the game does not have anything to do with the leg. So you're throwing with your hand and you're catching with your hands, but you can use your leg to block, or the ball might hit your leg, but you cannot use your leg to kick, or something of that nature. So it's a game that involves using your hand, or you're throwing with your hands or rolling with your hands, as the case might imply.
So you heard him correctly. 2 teams, 3 players per side, 15 minutes per half, and a lot of other technicalities I won't go into since you've already heard it. I'm not boring with all that. But at the end of the day, the NANVIS played against the Vocational Training Center, and NANVIS, taught them how go ball is played, And I spoke to the team's captain about when he started go ball and what led him into go ball playing.
I started playing go ball since the year 2020. And I joined the team not because I wanted to play, but because of the fun, the happiness I was seeing those that played it were having. So I joined the game, and coupled with my strength from gymming, I realized that I can throw more than others. Then I was a keeper before, and then I joined the team and it's about catching and throwing. So it became very easy for me.
At the end of the day, these guys may not be as skilled as the top 3 in football, but you'd agree with me that these guys are still good ballers. Let's know if you agree with me in the comment section, or you just have a word or two to say to these guys. Trust me, I'll pass the message across to them. Till next time, my name is Uche. Stay eccentric.